Welcome to Redzone Relatives. I'm Uncle Tanner.
And I'm Nephew Nolan.
And today we're looking at our hot takes, our big plays, our overreactions, and what else? That's for the first quarter, by the way.
First quarter. In the second quarter, we're going to give you guys our top 14 teams. If they moved up, if they moved down, like we do every week.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we have something a little bit different for the third quarter. We kind of did a repeat performance of our overtime from a couple of weeks back. We put every team that's kind of on the bubble for the playoffs in both the AFC and the NFC, and we each drew 3 random teams. Mm-hmm. So we'll go over that in a little bit in the third quarter. And then what are we doing for the fourth quarter?
Fourth quarter, we're giving you guys our gambling odds and our predictions for the week. Who's going to win and who's going to lose.
And all about them spreads. And, of course, playoff contention is a huge thing.
We're getting next couple of weeks. We're in December.
Yeah, we're in the nitty-gritty. It's almost Christmas time, and it's definitely getting colder out there, in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah.
And then finally, for overtime, a little bit of a hot topic issue that I think is probably going to be an ongoing thing. We might actually do that in a separate video.
Yeah, we'll see what
Maybe
happens.
even a short, just to see how it does. But, that's how our show's going to go. And I think last week you went first, right? So is it my turn? All right. My first hot take I've got is, other than one time, which was last week, other than one time, I've said it pretty much all season long that the Chiefs are not going to make the playoffs. I should have stuck to my guns because I was right. Because they haven't mathematically been eliminated yet, but it definitely looks like they're not going to get it.
Well, I mean, if they win out, they're like a 95% chance of making it or something. Because they'll be 11-6. So that's...
Every team above them in the playoff picture, except for the Colts, have already beaten them.
Yeah, but I mean, they would have to beat the Chargers. I mean, 11-6, I think they'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they're going to win out. I think they lose to the Texans or the Broncos and 10-7 and miss it.
I think the Texans is what keeps them out. Okay. I think that's this week. We'll find out.
All right.
But that's mine. What's yours?
My first take. This is a very interesting one. At this point, just have the NFC teams play in the playoffs. The AFC sucks.
You're forgetting about the Patriots, the Broncos.
There's 2 decent teams in the AFC. The Patriots and the Bills.
And the Broncos.
And even the Patriots, even the Patriots and the Broncos, they played bad. Or specifically the Patriots. When you look at the combined record of the teams that they played, it's horrible. Less than like 0.25. You know, like.
Okay, I disagree. I still think that there are plenty of AFC teams, and right now we have a weird league year where it definitely seems like anyone.
It is a weird.
There is no full standout team.
Not yet.
There was in the early goings of the season. There isn't anymore.
The Rams looked like they were that, but they lost.
They lost to the Panthers. Yeah.
That's my take.
No, I got you. I kind of started talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. The Eagles are going to continue to fall apart. I don't think they're going to miss out of the playoffs, but I definitely think that they're going to be like a one-and-done team, and I think there might be culture changes come next year.
Maybe. And the Eagles are going to make the playoffs for sure. The Cowboys lost yesterday. Mm-hmm. That pretty much puts the Eagles in a spot where they should be able to get it, but you never know. The Cowboys might win out.
The Cowboys probably could win out.
I think
they have a much easier schedule than the Eagles do, and I think the Eagles take on the Rams
and the Chargers.
And the Chargers, they'll probably beat with that defense. They'll beat the Chargers.
We'll see. I'm gonna have to agree with that take.
Okay.
They are falling apart, but they're still gonna make the playoffs for sure. My next my next take is the Colts are in trouble. They have to find ways to win tough games. Otherwise, no playoffs, and definitely no division.
We talked about this literally right before we started the show, and I agree with this take. It's been humble. It's been a shocker of a season so far, and they've played well. But these last 3 weeks, they cannot close out games in the fourth quarter and in overtime. You can't win a playoff game if you're a team like that. No. It doesn't matter how great offensively or defensively they've been playing. If they can't close out, then they don't belong in the playoffs. So I'm actually kind of starting to agree with you. And maybe they are a bit fugazi, but if they can beat Jacksonville this week, then they're back in the top of the division.
They are.
And then if they can beat the Texans again,
they
can beat the Texans, they do have a tough schedule. And I think they still play the Niners and the Seahawks.
Niners, Seahawks, Chiefs.
They've already...
Or not the Chiefs.
They played Jacksonville twice, and then I think it's the Chargers. Or not the Chargers. I had a Brain
Jaguars,
Jaguars twice.
Texans,
And then the Texans, and
One
then
more
I
time.
think the Niners, and
the Seahawks.
and
Yeah,
the Seahawks. Yeah, your division kills me.
it's a good
But
one.
yeah, that's not a. I half agree with that take. They need to prove it to me.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter if they lose those NFC games. That's fine. They can lose those, but they need to win in their division.
Yeah, the division games are obviously more important, but I mean, if they go 0-2 against the NFC West teams, they're not in a great spot either.
Yeah, they're not. But as long as they win their division, I don't care. As long as they at least get in the playoffs, I think they'll still make the playoffs.
Yeah, they just can't completely fall apart.
Yeah, they can't be the Eagles and they can't be the Chiefs, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, my next one. This was a shocker. Real quick, almost every Thanksgiving game was an upset technically.
It wasn't.
Every
And
single
Black
one.
Friday game was
And Black
upset.
Friday, and because of that, you're gonna like this one. The Bengals are gonna win their division.
This is red hot, and so I'm just gonna tell you my take that was on the Bengals too. It was if the Bengals win out, they will make the playoffs.
Yep.
So if the Bengals win out, all they need to happen is I think the Ravens to lose one more game, and then besides from when they lose to the Bengals, and then the Steelers to lose 2 games, and both of them are not playing great. But the Bengals schedule is a tough schedule. They have to play the Bills, they have to play the Ravens, and I forget what other couple teams.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't Joey Burrow have Josh Allen's number? Like I'm pretty sure when they usually, other than that one game where a couple of years back where Hamlin went down with an injury,
Yeah.
and that pretty much ended the game, and they never picked it back up.
Well, I mean, yes and no. I don't know, but Josh Allen. That's going to be an interesting game. We'll just have to see. I don't know.
Okay. That's my take. What you got?
My next... Well, I did my take too, so you're back up again.
Oh, yeah, you followed off of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this one goes off of last night's game. I want to talk about this a little bit. Despite the referees clearly pulling for the Cowboys in the early going with those crazy calls, the Lions are definitely back in the hunt, and the Cowboys, I think, are out.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much agree. I mean, the Cowboys, the only thing of life they have left is they have, I think, the easiest.
They went out, and the
schedule.
Eagles need to lose like pretty much all their games.
Yeah, or have a lot of teams in the wild card race lose out.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Lions are gonna creep back in. They have a tough schedule, but I think honestly, the Lions and Bears might switch. I think the Niners are gonna be a lock for the wild card, and I think the Packers might be too. So it's gonna be really tough for the Lions, but we'll see.
They can still make it in though.
Well, for sure.
But I definitely think it is going to be. There's only going to be 2 NFC North teams that are in, and it's going to be 3
NFC
West teams.
Yeah.
I've been saying that all year long. I think that's how it's going to be.
Yeah. Okay, my next one. This is on the MVP conversation. I normally have a take or two about it each week. The MVP conversation is a 2-horse race between Drake May and Matthew Stafford at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sticking with Matthew Stafford. I don't care that they lost to the Panthers and that he threw those 2 picks. He still had an immaculate season thus far.
Him and Dak Prescott are the best quarterbacks in the NFL right now.
Yeah, behind Josh Allen maybe, but I think Josh Allen, if I saw someone say this, like, if Josh Allen and Jared Goff switch positions, the Lions would have like 4 Super Bowls, and I think Josh Allen, I don't think the Bills are that good of a team. I think Josh Allen carries them.
Oh yeah, he absolutely carries that team. Especially because it seems like every year they don't try to build up around him offensively.
And then they got rid of Diggs.
And it seems like they try to just get defensive players to shorten up their shortcomings. It's like, no, get him playmakers. If he had an actual great team around him, then the Bills would be practically unstoppable.
Random question for you. Yeah. Stephon Diggs, Hall of Fame or no? I'm a big fan of Diggs.
At the moment, no. No Super Bowls, no record-breaking stuff. He's a good receiver. He could be great, but at the moment, no.
I mean, he did great things with Minneapolis, great things with the Bills, and he's done some good things with the Texans and Patriots thus far.
I don't see it yet.
We'll see. He's still got some career left.
Mm-hmm. That's my go, right?
Yep.
Do me a favor. Stop hitting that.
Okay.
All right. The NFC South is going to end up being the Panthers division. They are going to win it.
No way. My sleeper team right now for the playoffs is probably the Bucks. I think they're gonna win their division. They might even sweep the Panthers. And if they sweep the Panthers, they're winning their division.
If the Panthers that we saw play against the Rams show up, though, good luck, Bucks.
One good game. I mean,
or against the Falcons when they shut them out.
They're 7-6. That's not a great record. The only chance they have is to win the division. Same with the Bucks almost at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, give me the Bucks will win the division. I think the Bucks will win a playoff game or two.
Okay.
My next take is on my team. The Niners already won the bye week. Okay, so they're guaranteed right now. They're the 7th seed, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they're guaranteed the 6th seed because the Bears and Packers play. And there's a scenario where they're the 2 seed after this week, moving from the 7 to the 2. And they're winning the bye week. Their team needs to get healthy, and they've already won it. I'm already confident. Put a win next to the bye week for the Niners. And it hasn't even happened yet.
They're probably one of the only few teams that have won the bye week.
Yeah,
everybody else seems like they go on a bye week and then they lose their seeding or something like that.
Yeah, but the Niners are looking. It's going to be a good bye week for them for sure.
Mm-hmm. You're going to hate this next one. The Chicago Bears have officially found their franchise quarterback. He is going to keep them in playoff contention for the rest of his career.
The Chicago Bears have officially found their franchise head coach.
I agree with that one too. Benny Johnson's going to be there for a while.
Caleb Williams isn't the guy, and the Bears are going to fall. No. The Bears... So, here's an interesting stat, right? Because I look at, like, the ESPN and, like, the playoff, like, chance, like, the chance to make the playoffs that they have. The 7th seed Niners have a better chance of making the playoffs than the 1 seed Bears. Like, by a significant... by 30%. Because if the Bears lose to the Packers, they're falling from the 1 seed... down to the 7th seed.
Really, that quickly, huh?
And that's how tight the NFC is. So it's kind of, we put them at the 1 seed, but really they're not that, like, ahead of anyone.
Right.
Really.
They can't beat the Rams.
They can't beat the Rams. I don't think they're going to win to the Packers. So right there goes the division, I think.
I think they could beat the Packers.
Maybe.
If they just outscore them, they can beat them.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that if they keep ahead of you, they're going to keep you down because that defense still, I think, has the most, like, interceptions out of the entire NFL, and that has definitely helped them out a lot.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, this is my last take. I don't care that they're the 7th seed right now. The AFC runs through the Bills.
Completely disagree with that. It's either through the Broncos or it's through the Pats.
Beat good teams. I mean, Josh Allen, this is his one shot. He's probably only going to have one attempt in his career where Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes will be out of the playoffs. So this is a shot to go to win the Super Bowl.
There's still better teams than the Bills right now, though.
I'm taking the Bills over the Patriots.
Okay. I disagree with your take, but that concludes our first quarter. Now we're on to our top 14 teams. These are all the teams that we think are definitely going to make the playoffs and went through, and I have mine seeded as well. Of course, my list has changed a lot. I don't know how much yours has, but you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I guess I'll take it first.
All right, go for it.
Off the list, so this team is interesting because we've watched them play 2 games before the last time we ranked them, is the Lions. They went 1-1 since we last talked about them, and I mean, at this point, you got to win a lot of games if you're them. So they're off for now, but they're also my honorable mention, so I'm putting them at the 15 right now. Yeah. Next up, down 5 spots, and the 14 is the Ravens. I still think they're definitely in charge of the division, right? I mean, the Steelers don't look great. And if they just win more games than the Bengals, they're fine. You know what I mean? But I have the Ravens at the 14. Number 13, new to the list, they just fell off the week prior, is the Packers. Packers could make some big jumps here in the next couple weeks. Anyway, staying the same at the 12 is the Chargers. I
have them a little bit different than you. Okay. My list is definitely a little bit different than yours.
Yeah. Number 11, I have the Bucks. Like I said, a sneaky playoff team, but they have to lock down the division first, which in 2 weeks they'll have it pretty much on lockdown, I think. But, yeah. So cracking the top 10, up 3 spots is the Jags. They're now ahead of the division, so I gotta give them a little credit there. Yeah. Number 9. This is criminal, but I already talked to you about how the Bears have a low chance of making the playoffs, even though they're the 1 seed. It's the Bears, up 1 spot. At the 9.
I disagree with this list so far, but keep going.
Number 8, down 3 spots, the Colts. Not in control. I mean, they are still in control of the division because they play the Jags.
Mm-hmm.
If they continue to win, they'll win the division, but I have them down 3.
But you still think that they're a top 10 team?
Yeah, I mean, I put them at the 8. If they lose to the Jags this week...
Oh, they're dropping out, probably.
I don't think they're dropping out. I think they're still...
They'll be in the top 14, but, I mean, the Texans could sneak up on them then, and that's problematic.
Texans or I don't want to say
Well, if the Jags beat them, the Jags are already the division leader.
If I was the Chiefs right now, the number 1 way they could get in is by the Colts. You look at the Colts schedule. If they fall out, you have the tiebreaker against the Colts. That's the way the Chiefs...
You also still need to beat the Texans. Colts need to lose, and they need to beat the Texans.
Well, obviously the Chiefs need to win a lot of games, but I'm saying if I was looking for one team to drastically fall, it'd be the Colts if I was a Chiefs fan. Mm-hmm. Anyways, at the number 7, up to the 49ers. We're rolling. I didn't think that we would be coming back towards this top 5, but realistically, if we can win in the next couple of weeks, we could be back in the top 5. Anyways, number 6 down to the Eagles. A struggle bus of a team, but they still won the Super Bowl last year, and they play the boring football thing, and I think they can win any game against any team in the NFC. They're just one of those teams. In the top 5, back in it, the Bills. Just watch out, because when Josh Allen doesn't have to play Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, they're going to go far, right? Number 4, down 1 spot, the Broncos.
Didn't they win? How are they down if they won?
Because, okay, I'm so glad you asked. Because they played Marcus Mariota.
He played great, though.
And won by a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Commanders are 3-9. They're barely beating horrible teams.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways,
Broncos are very similar to the Colts, where they can't close out games in the fourth quarter.
They're the opposite. The Broncos are closing out games in the fourth quarter.
No, look back at all the games where they have lost, or they've been very, very close. It's in the fourth.
They had the crazy comeback against the Giants.
We're not going to count that one, though. I'm saying, okay, they have one in the fourth quarter. I'll give you that one, but the other ones...
No, everyone... If I clip this as a short, you're going to get put...
I'm going to get ratioed?
Yeah,
okay.
They're the team that's winning the close games. Anyways, number 3, up 4 spots, the Seahawks. I mean, they beat the Vikings. They destroyed the Vikings. They got 50 points in fantasy, which was crazy. But anyways, it wasn't really that much of an accomplishment, but... The NFC West, look at the NFC West. I won't say where the Rams are yet, but they have 2 top 3 teams in the NFC West and a 7th team. NFC West are dogs. Number 2, no change Patriots. Number 1, no change Rams. I don't care that the Rams lost to the Panthers. Don't care. The Patriots haven't played good teams, which, I mean, so what? You can only play who's on your schedule. Mm-hmm. But the Rams are the better team. Matthew Stafford. I'm more confident in Matthew Stafford to make a playoff run than I am Drake May. It's too early in Drake May's career, even though he's a dog. Not as much as a dog as Baker Mayfield, though. That ends my... How to sleep that...
Oh, that was a list. Okay. I don't have any honorable mentions. Mostly because I think we're at the point where you're either... pretty much in it, or you're not going to be in it. I guess if I had to have one, like, gun to my
There's
head...
multiple teams that could still get in it.
If I had to have one, just because I think that they have an easy schedule, and I think they might sneak in the Cowboys. Number 14, new to the list, I got the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay.
So that would make them currently the 7th seed in the AFC.
I'm not mad at that.
13, I got the Eagles. That would make them, I think, the division winner. Yeah, they'd be the division. I think they're going to keep losing. I think they're going to barely get that 4th.
Same team that
seed.
won the Super Bowl last year.
Well, they're doing the exact same thing they did a couple of years ago where they started great. They won tough, close games. They were offensively struggling, and then they completely fell off of a cliff and started losing games and were one and done in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I see a repeat
13's too low. They're going to win their division, I think.
They'll win their division, but unless they continue to lose and the Cowboys improve, then they might get kicked out. It's a possibility.
I could see them being, a 10 maybe, but 13's too low.
Number 12, they are winning their division. I've been saying this for weeks. Give me the Panthers. They will be your bottom seed in the NFC, or they'll be your 4th seed in the NFC because they'll be a division.
So are you not doing this based off power rankings? You're just doing this what you think?
I'm doing this based off of what I have been seeing, and from what I'm seeing, the Panthers are going to beat the Bucks not once but twice.
So, I'm going to ask you, are the Bucks on your list?
No. I know you don't agree with it, but I'm seeing that happen. Next up, I said earlier that I think the Bengals can win their division. That was a little bit of an overreaction. I still think right now it's still the Ravens' division to lose.
Yeah.
I would love to see the Bengals win out and get in, though. That would be such a great story for them. But realistically, it's still the Ravens' division. Number 10, up 3 places. Packers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I don't have the Lions on my list, is because I think that when the Packers beat them, or the Packers have already beaten them twice, and I think that's going to be the thing that keeps the Lions out of the playoffs.
Okay, so the Lions aren't on your list?
Nope.
So, is your honorable mention the Cowboys or the
I'll
Lions?
change it to the Lions.
Okay.
They'll have the better record, but, I still think this, like I say, I still think the Cowboys can sneak in. All right, next up, number 9. I think we have them ranked the same. The Jaguars?
No, I have them at 10.
You have them at 10. So they would be your AFC 6th seed. Number 8, I have your San Francisco 49ers up 2 places. They're definitely a top 10 team. They're going to have a great winning record. I don't see them winning their division because I think that's the Rams' division.
I think it's a fair place to put them. It's just that I know that the Colts have to be above them now.
Colts are right above them. Down 2 places, they'd be your AFC 3rd seed, Indianapolis Colts.
Okay.
Number 6, no change, Buffalo Bills. They'd be your AFC 5th seed.
And number 6, I don't hate that.
Number 5, up 2 places because they are now part-time owners of the Philadelphia Eagles. Give me the Chicago Bears, being your NFC 2nd seed.
They're going to fall.
Number 4, same as before, no change, Seattle Seahawks. I have them as your, what was it, NFC 5th seed. Number 3, down 1 spot because of that upset. And I think that might, they're still going to end up being the conference winners, I think. I got the Rams at 3rd place.
At 3rd?
This is solely just because of records for these top 2 teams. And also...
Records don't tell the story, though.
They might at the end of this.
No.
All right, number 2, up, how many places do I have them up? I think I have them up 2 places. I got the Denver Broncos. It'd be your AFC 2nd seed, and the number 1, it's the Pats. Patriots are number 1 still. I think this is the 5th week in a row, which means that they now have all season long had the first place the longest out of all my
I think
choices.
the Rams have had the first seed the longest out of mine.
You're not on 5 weeks yet, though, huh?
I don't think I'm on like 4.
Yeah. But that's our top 14 teams. Obviously, we're going to have some huge disagreements. But I'd be very curious to look back over all of these, and maybe we'll do like a full-on dead dump about how many things we actually were right about and how many we were completely dead wrong about.
You're not going to like doing this, but I deleted everything.
Oh, that's fine. They're on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It's on the internet, Nolan. It's there forever.
Yeah, I keep it all in the same note.
I didn't expect you to keep all your notes. I mean, I've had this notepad, which I'm glad I have, because now it's easier to reference stuff.
Yeah. So, are we on the 3rd quarter?
We are on to the 3rd quarter. So the way that this worked, do you have your papers with you?
I have my papers with me.
So the way this worked, similar to what we did a couple weeks ago, we did a total of 7 different teams from both the NFC and the AFC. All teams that are either on the bubble in the hunt for the playoffs, or are for sure going to get in. And we each drew 3 random teams. Mm-hmm. In hindsight, we probably should have done this on the video to give it a little bit more suspense, but, that's fine. We could do it again next time or something.
So we're pulling up the schedule probably?
Yes, let me get that up for you.
So, moral of the story is we've got, we each got 3 teams, and we're going to be telling you what we think the record's going to look like and the rest of their season, playoffs, and all of that.
Who are you going with first?
First, I am going with, let's see what I got here. The Panthers.
I'm so glad you drew that one.
Let me hang this up.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb, but it shouldn't show up on there.
Sorry.
Panthers.
Panthers, are they in trouble? Yes. Brutally.
Alrighty, let's see here. So
let me say first while you pull this up, for the Panthers, I don't think there's any chance they get the wild card. I know that there's probably some scenario where they do, but they're playing to beat the Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. So first off, they have the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans.
They win that.
Okay. Next up, they have on December 21st. They have the Buccaneers coming into Carolina to take them on.
They lose.
I disagree with that. I think they win that one.
So what are they?
And then they have the Seahawks coming into town.
They lose that.
And then they're on the road against Tampa Bay.
I think they lose.
So you think that they're 1-3 to conclude the year?
8-9, they miss playoffs.
Okay. Well, I disagree with you. I think that they end up winning their division.
Even if they beat the Bucks once, the Bucks are still going to be a 10-win team, I think. So
we'll see.
They need to sweep the Bucks. That's their only shot.
I'm gonna save that one for later because that one's spicier. And we'll do the easy one. I'll do the easy one first.
Panthers.
So I drew for the NFC. I drew the Seahawks.
Seahawks. That's a good one.
And I'm not sure what the rest of their schedule is. Shout out to the Donahues if you're watching this, by the way. Your team has played very, very good this year.
Not as good as the Niners.
Oh, wow. Wow. They have a tough schedule. So they have the Falcons first. That's this week. They're going to whoop them.
So what are they right now? They're 9-3? So they're 10-3? I'm pretty sure they're 9-3.
They're 9-3. So they'd be 10-3 after that. Then they have the Colts coming in. Colts will probably put up a fight, but the Seahawks can probably win that one.
11-3.
11-3. Then they have the Rams coming into their house. Rams have already beaten them once, correct?
Yeah.
But it's a Seahawks home game. That's going to be a good one to watch. Oh, it's Thursday night, too. Beautiful. I don't think the Rams sweep the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks win that one.
11-3.
Then they go to Carolina, take on the Panthers. They'll probably beat the Panthers.
12-3.
And then they take on the Niners.
Which will probably matter because if they win this game, and they're
hypothetically,
they have to be off, right? Because they're 1-2. You said they win all four of those. Oh, so
I think that they can.
They're 13-3 going into this week.
They can win all four of those.
So if they win this, they're pretty much the 1 seed.
That might be the thing that determines it.
Well, if they win out, they'll be the 1 seed because they beat the Rams.
If they beat the Rams, because the Rams have already split with the Niners, right? Yeah. So then that makes them the number 1 seed, but they haven't. Did they beat the Niners yet?
No, they lost to the Niners.
So if they lose that, then the Niners clearly win the division. So that everyone's playing that.
Not necessarily because there's the Rams can still win the division.
So if the Rams have split with all 3 major players in their division, other than the Cardinals because they don't matter anymore, and the Niners have 2 over on the Seahawks and split games with the Rams, and that makes the Niners the 1st seed.
Yeah, but the Rams would have. Are the Rams probably going to be 1 game above the Niners? Is what I'm saying.
Not if they lose that one. Niners could steal a division come next week.
I think they could, but
they absolutely could.
So who wins? Seahawks, Niners. Niners, wow.
Just because they're at home.
And
then I think your Niners win their division because of that. So I did not know what Seattle's schedule was, and that's a difficult schedule.
So then what seed does the Seahawks get? The 5 seed or the 6 seed? Because the Rams are going to be out there too.
Sixth.
So they're 13-4. That sucks for the seed. That's a realistic.
13-4, and you're getting the 6th seed. Has that ever happened before? I know that wasn't it the Vikings had a crazy record.
The Vikings were 14-3.
They missed out and they missed the playoffs, right?
No, they're 14-3 and they got the 5 seed.
Okay, so I don't think that's ever happened before then.
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be a new one.
So
something to watch.
How far do you think the Seahawks go in the playoffs? If they're the 6th seed.
So they'd be a road team.
You're probably playing. I would say you're probably playing the Eagles. Honestly, the Eagles. Eagles, Bears, or Packers is who you're playing.
No. You're probably going to end up playing. Oh wait, because they're 6th seed.
Yeah, they're probably going to play the.
Yeah, they're more than likely playing the East or the North, and in which case you don't want to play either of those teams. But they could beat the Eagles. So if they play the Eagles, they beat them, and then they get to the division.
So then they play like probably the Niners.
They'll probably end up playing another NFC West team in the division.
So how far do you think
They
they go?
lose. They lose in the division.
So division loss. All right.
Division loss. Yeah.
All right. Like on next.
Crazy schedule. That's so insane. Yeah. Who do you got?
I'm going with the Bills next.
Ooh, Bills. Give me a second. Let me pull it.
No worries. So the Bills, what are they? 8 and
4, I think.
Or 8 and 4.
Yeah, 8 and 4. Ooh, you start off strong. You got to take on
The Bengals.
the Bengals.
They lose to the Bengals.
Lose to the Bengals.
They're
Then you got
8
the
and
Patriots in New England.
They beat the Patriots.
I disagree with that. I think the
So they're
Patriots
9 and 5.
Then they have the Browns.
They beat the Browns.
And then you close out with the Eagles.
They beat the Bills. 11
so
and
you're
6.
saying they win 3 out of their last 4.
Yes, they lose to the Bengals, and then win their last 3.
I agree with you. I think they win 3 out of their last 4, but I think the loss is at the Patriots. I think they'll barely beat the Bengals unless Joey Burrow comes to life again. Then they could be 2-2 to close out their year.
So I have them at 11 and 6. That probably puts them at the 5 seed, I'd assume. Yeah, probably the 5 seed.
It's too bad they never played any AFC South teams this year, because any of those games would have been interesting.
So I have the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
All the way.
All the way.
Against the Rams or the Niners.
Against probably the Rams. That's what I'm sticking with right now.
Okay.
Rams, Bills, Super Bowl. They lose.
Gotcha. All right, I got the Ravens.
All right.
It would have been more fun if I drew the Bengals, but whatever. All right, so they play the Steelers. I think the Steelers have pretty much fallen apart. Rodgers is hurt. Ravens will probably win that game. They'll be 7-6.
Okay. Rodgers might play in that game, by the way.
Then they play the Bengals. Bengals are going to beat them.
That's the biggest game, I think.
Bengals are going to beat them. Patriots are going to beat them. Packers are going to beat them. I think they pretty much lose out. They beat the Steelers, and that's it.
So they go 7 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I agree for the most part. I think they might be able to win against the Bengals, or I think they'll flip one of those games and they'll go 8 and 9. But it does not look good for the Baltimore Ravens.
No, it does not. They're very similar to the Seahawks, where they just have a difficult last 4 weeks.
And so they obviously missed the playoffs 7 and 10.
Yeah, they missed the playoffs.
Okay.
Which means that it's like I said, I think it's going to be the Bengals. How crazy would that be?
It would be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, my last team is the Lions.
Oh.
This is a good one. This is an interesting one. They needed to win, and they got it done this week. So I predicted it too.
Against the Rams.
Loss.
And they are, in case you need the record, they are 8 and 5.
Yeah, so they started off with a loss, 8 and 6.
Mm-hmm. Steelers
They win.
in Detroit, Vikings in Minnesota,
So they win both of those. They're 10 and 6.
and then the Lions go to Chicago to take on the Bears.
They win. They're 11 and 6. And what I'm picturing right now is the Packers win the division, the Bears are out of the playoffs, and the Lions are the 7th seed, and the Niners move up a spot, and the Seahawks stay at the 5. So Lions against probably the Packers or Eagles, and I think they'll make it to the divisional round and lose. I think the Lions are sneaky, but
they're going to be 2-2, and they're not going to make the playoffs.
2-2.
Yeah, they're going to lose to the Rams. They're going to lose to the Bears.
They beat the Bears.
Okay, well,
Dan Campbell's not going away easy. They dominated the Cowboys, I feel like.
They did, which
They should've been
they
higher.
needed to. We were talking about this last week. Whoever wins that game is clearly still in it. Whoever
And
loses is
out.
evidently out. So let's see. And
So what's your
my
last
last team? Of course, it's the Chiefs. Of course. I don't even know who they play. I think they have an easy schedule.
They have a pretty.
Oh no, they do not.
They have
an
really easy
schedule.
games and some hard games.
Oh, they play the Texans. They're going to lose that one.
6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Then they're at the Chargers.
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
Anyways,
and then they play the Chargers. They'll probably split with the Chargers.
so 7 and 7.
They're gonna whoop the Titans in Tennessee.
8 and 7. There's hope.
They're gonna lose to the Broncos.
8 and 8.
And then they're going to beat the Raiders. So 9-8.
9-8. No playoffs. No way.
If the Chargers take a dump, then they could slip in.
They can't make
The
playoffs.
Chargers or the Colts. If the Chargers or the Colts fall and they end 9-8, they might be able to slip in.
I think that the odds that they will make it as 9-8 is like 0.
You know, I'm gonna stick with what I've been saying all year. 9-8, they don't make the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's our third quarter. Let us know what you guys think about, you know, kind of how we're changing it up week to week, and let us know if you like it. You know, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And
So
now we're on
fourth.
Now we're on to the part where I guess most of our people tune in to watch.
Really?
Yeah. We got our week
Apparently.
14 predictions. First and foremost, starting off in Gotham City, the New York Jets take on the Miami Dolphins. Right now, the Dolphins are the favorite by 3 points, and they've been doing pretty good. I think they've won 4 out of their last 5.
I think they've won 4 games in a row.
Yeah,
Because they were 1-5, and now they're they were 1-7 or something, and now they're 5-7. So
yeah, they're
the
playing for pride for sure.
The Dolphins aren't like 100% eliminated yet, and their schedule is really easy. But they're gonna win. And they're going to cover, but they're not going to make the playoffs if you're wondering anything about that.
And I think for the Jets, it's still Tyrod Taylor, right, as the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Fields is still out. Yeah, give me the Dolphins. I definitely think they're playing to keep everyone's jobs right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at it, I guess.
And, you know, just consider, what's that old saying? Bury the tape of this year, just win out, and then, you know, we'll try again next year with some new players and maybe some different coordinators.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think Mike McDaniel still does the play calling, so I think he might be trying to save his job right now.
He's giving it an attempt for sure.
And then our next game, still in the morning, we got the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Seahawks are 6.5 point favorites. Seahawks are gonna win.
Seahawks are gonna win.
Yeah.
They don't cover though. Falcons keep it close because Kirk Cousins is a dog.
What's the take now on the Falcons defense? Are they fugazi, or do people still think they're good?
I think they're all right.
They're all right.
Nothing special.
That Seattle defense, though, is pretty impressive.
It is.
Yeah, Seahawks win. I think they get more than 6.5. So, the New Orleans Saints travel to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 8.5 point favorites. I think that they should be higher. I think it should be 10.5.
And the Bucks win and they cover. Mike Evans, I think, will be back this game. And if he averages 170 yards, he'll get to the 1,000. I saw that stat this morning. Made me laugh.
Poor guy.
I know.
Is he a Hall of Famer?
100%.
100%. I agree. First ballot.
Did you see? Yeah. Did you see LeBron James didn't score 10 points last night?
No.
For the first time since 2007.
LeBron's
I hate LeBron.
Overrated. Has always been overrated.
Just had to throw it off topic a little bit there.
I actually don't watch basketball because of people like LeBron James.
I don't really watch it either.
Okay. Well, professional.
I dabble in the arts.
I dabble. All right, next up, this is probably going to be a snoozer. We got the Washington Commanders traveling to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. Commanders are 1.5 point favorites.
Yeah, both teams are not eliminated yet. I'm pretty sure they're both in the .0001 category. Give me the Commanders, and they're favorited, right? They cover.
Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Duval.
Huge game for the division. Both of our divisions are a 3-horse race right now.
First and foremost, I've told you this before. Historically, the Colts do not play well in Duval.
You've been saying that since the dawn of time. This is the one game.
I will show it to you. There is this is facts.
You've been you flip flopped on the Chiefs game. You flip flopped on a couple of games of predictions and stuff like that. This one they're losing this game.
I've been saying that since the beginning of this show that they'll probably lose that game. Let's see. I know it's 0-10. They have never won in Duval. Since that stadium is opened, they have never won there.
Oh, in that stadium. I was gonna say, haven't they been in the division for more than 10 years? Because
they've been. The Jacksonville Jaguars are the newest team in the NFL.
But still,
they came in the 2000s. They haven't been around that long.
But they've been longer than 10 years, right?
Yeah, they've been around since the early 2000s.
Yeah,
but they have never won in that stadium.
Wow.
0-10.
Daniel Jones could get it done. That honestly
And I
makes
also don't like the fact that the Colts are the favorite in that game. They're 1.5 toss-up favorites.
that makes me want to split my pick. I'm going with the Colts. Colts win,
Why? Why would you do that to me?
and they cover the 1.5 points or whatever. You can go against your own team. You have to go against your own team. You were just saying it.
Here's the worst thing: if the Colts lose this game, they might not win their division.
If the
They've
Colts
already lost one to the Texans.
If the Colts don't lose this game, they're no longer fighting for a division spot. They're fighting for a wild card spot.
Jacksonville wins and they cover.
Okay.
I hate it. I don't like it. Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. This loser of this game is clearly out of the playoffs.
No.
Ravens are 5.5 point favorites, which is interesting because Lamar Jackson hasn't scored a touchdown in the last 3 games.
Okay, so the loser of
this should be a toss-up.
The loser of this game is not out of the playoffs because they'll only be behind by like a game, really, when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bengals are still pretty far, especially if the Ravens lose. The Ravens still come back. Mm-hmm. Anyways, give me the Ravens. They do not cover though. Aaron Rodgers, I think, is gonna play, so he'll keep it close.
He didn't play all that great last week, and
he's got injuries. He's old.
Because they're in Baltimore, yeah, give me the Ravens. Oh, they win, but they don't cover.
Okay.
All right, next up, another snoozer game. Tennessee Titans traveling to Cleveland, take on the Browns. Browns are 3.5 point favorites, obviously.
If the Browns win out, they can make the playoffs. And it's not great. They'll be 8-9. It's It's very possible.
Now who's flip-flopping?
I'm just saying. I don't think the Browns are going to win out at all, but they're
3-9.
If they win out and they're 8-9, the division.
They can't be 8-9. They're 3-9.
So that they win out, they'd be 8-9.
How?
If
there's 4 weeks left, they would be. Wait.
Yeah, they'll be 8-9 because there's 5 weeks left.
No, there's 4 weeks left. I'm pretty sure.
No, there's 5.
Browns are 3-9.
So they win out. They go 8-9.
8-9 and win the top.
Well, the Bengals could go.
What is with this division this year? Sucks. This is like what the NFC South usually looks like.
Yeah.
All right, someone get the North on the phone. Tell them they need to change things up or something.
Shedeur Sanders wins.
Let's be honest. Myles Garrett wins and gets 5 sacks.
Let's be real.
No,
yeah.
he gets 8 sacks probably, isn't he? He's on pace to break the record.
But the Niners only allowed 1 sack with them, which kind of slowed him down a bit. But
well, the Niners have a way better O-line than Tennessee.
Trent Williams versus Myles Garrett was a good matchup.
Cleveland wins and they cover.
I agree.
Yeah. Next up, this should be a very, very fun game. The Cincinnati Bengals traveling to the Buffalo Bills. 5.5 point favorites for the Bills.
I don't like that. Give me the Bills, but I don't cover.
Give me the Bengals.
Okay.
Bengals by a field goal. They don't cover.
Okay.
All right. Denver Broncos traveling to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. 7.5 point favorites, Broncos.
Give me the Broncos. They don't cover.
Mm-hmm. Who's the worst team in the NFL right now?
The Titans.
Titans. Who's the second worst team? Is it the Raiders or the Saints?
Saints. Then Raiders.
All right. Yeah, give me Denver. Although it would be crazy if the Raiders pulled up an upset, but I don't see it happening. Next up, the game that could very much decide the NFC North Division. We got the Chicago Bears traveling to the Green Bay Packers. Packers are 6.5 point favorites. Is Jordan Love the new owner of the Chicago Bears?
Possibly. All I know is as a Niners fan, it doesn't. This game doesn't matter.
You want a tie. You don't want either one of them to win.
I mean, maybe, but either way, win, lie, whatever it is. All right, the Niners are moving up a spot after this game. Give me the Packers, and they cover. The Bears, I'm sticking to my belief. The Bears are going to fall and fall and fall and fall.
Bears win.
Okay.
All right, next up, the Los Angeles Rams traveling to the desert.
Oh,
this is sorry, that last one was an afternoon game, and then the one before that was an afternoon game.
Okay.
And then this is an afternoon game as well. Los Angeles Rams traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Rams are 8.5 point favorites. It's a division game. These games usually are close. I think 8.5 is way too many points.
I agree. Give me the Rams. They don't cover. Yeah. Rams are going to get right, though. They're going to win.
Yeah, Rams win. They don't cover. I agree with that. All right, next up, Sunday Night Football.
It's a big
The
one.
Houston Texans traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs.
This kind of gives similar vibes to the Cowboys-Lions games last night.
Mm-hmm.
You lose, you're pretty much out. I mean, if the Texans lose, they'll still have a chance, but they're pretty far down.
They have a better chance than the Chiefs.
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure. But
So Texans can lose this game. Chiefs cannot lose this game.
I don't even know if the Texans can lose it. But
Mhm.
anyways, I think the Chiefs win. They don't cover. It'll be
3.5.
It'll be a field goal win for the Chiefs. They slip out of it. Mahomes wants to stay alive for another week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
Have I picked the Chiefs at all this year?
Definitely.
Have I? Okay. I
Is-
don't
is it-
understand how the Chiefs are the favorite just because they're at home.
I mean, they're
That
just the better
Texans.
team.
So here's what I want. I want the Chiefs to win, but it's not going to happen. Give me the Texans.
Okay.
They win. They don't cover.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Final game of this week's slate. Monday Nighter. We got the Philadelphia Eagles traveling to the Los Angeles Chargers. Philadelphia is 2.5-point favorites. Keep in mind that Chargers O-line is still very, very banged up.
Give me the Chargers.
The Chargers.
Eagles are gonna fall again. Eagles are in trouble, but they're not that in trouble. When they get the playoffs, they'll settle down.
Hold on. I'm curious about something.
Let him Google some things.
I want to see what the Eagles' remaining schedule is.
I think it's pretty easy. They play the. That's easy, other than the Bills and the
They
Chargers.
still have to play the Commanders twice, and division games are always close. And I
Yeah,
think
but it's the Commanders.
won't Daniels be back by then?
Maybe. I don't think so. Actually, I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, give me the Chargers. I like I said at the top of the show, I think the Eagles are going to continue to fall.
Okay, there you go. You heard it here first, folks. Well, that does it. Now it's overtime. Overtime!
All right, so this one I had to think about a little bit, and this mostly just comes out of pure frustration, and I hope that when people hear this, maybe they'll understand. So now with all these streaming services that we have, it seems like it's kind of BS that even if you have the NFL Sunday ticket, you still can't get Sunday Night Football, you can't get Monday Night Football, you can't get Thursday Night Football. And it definitely seems like, because this is the now big thing, that every streaming service wants to have
Like
football
games
games that they purchase, like ABC, or sorry, not Disney Plus, you know,
Yeah, has a game or two.
HBO, which was just recently acquired by Netflix, and eventually Netflix is going to want games too.
Yeah,
My-
I think they have the Christmas games.
My biggest worry is I can see more splitting of football games going to other streaming services, and that bothers me, and I don't want it.
I think what the NFL should do is they should be fine with the divvying out of a few games or whatever. But if they were to just have one app where every single game, no matter what, was going to be on there or whatever, and then sure, your options are, okay, it's only on Prime or on the NFL, on the official NFL thing. And those are your only two options. I think that's what they should do.
You know, this would have all been easily circumvented if Amazon would have just given up the money to buy the Sunday ticket. Because I think that Amazon would have
It's a
made
lot
it,
of money.
they would have made it cheap. You already have your streaming app. You could make it even bigger than it already is. It's basically kind of free if you're a Prime member.
Yeah.
And they probably would have just been like, you know, $20 more, you can watch your favorite team, whatever. I think that they would have handled it a lot better than YouTube. But we don't want one thing to be all of it. That's a monopoly. That's always bad. You want competition, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to pay YouTube hundreds of dollars and you're still not even getting all the games.
Or just illegally stream it somewhere.
He didn't say that.
I just,
He didn't mean it.
I didn't mean
But that's another thing too, is like I really like, I don't, you probably don't remember this because it was before your time, but back in the day, if you did not have DirecTV, you were getting whatever was locally broadcasted in your area. So that would basically
Yeah, I
mean
remember that.
here where we are, you're always going to get the Arizona Cardinals if they're playing on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you're always going to probably get either the Dallas Cowboys or when they were the Oakland Raiders, because that Arizona's a big market for those three teams.
Yeah.
At least it used to be. So you were kind of deadlocked unless, you know, you went to your local pub or bar or whatever, and
Yeah.
maybe they had the Sunday ticket and you could watch it there.
Yep.
Now you can do it in your own home with YouTube, but it's too much. I think you got to change something about it, or either that, or maybe just local networks start buying out more games like they used to, and make it competitive and make it price effective for everybody.
Maybe. Well,
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. That is our Week 14 show, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you to our new subscribers. We appreciate you.
Can we get to 30?
Can we get to 30? Let's get to 30, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week, and let's watch some football.
Let's watch some football.